On the continent of Khorvaire, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
So, let's pick up where we left off last time. Y'all had the first match of Cragselmania. You did a little bit of figuring out like the rules and whatnot, hanging out backstage for a little while, and then you got to jump into the ring and actually get some stuff going on. And so it was Jazzy and Ash, or Atlas and Christina, as a tag team taking on the champions at the time, as well as another set of challengers. So it was a triple threat tag match for the championships, and Atlas and Christina came out the victors, and then cut a heck of a heel promo talking about how they're coming in here to cleanse the land and how everybody around here doesn't have anything on them. It was pretty big heel stuff. Everybody backstage was like, great job. You guys really did it. You got the heat. Everybody's on board because it's a team effort. All right, wrestling, it's all group. So we will now just jump back in with the continuation of Cragselmania. So y'all are all backstage. Atlas, Christina, you're the new champs.
I'm wearing that belt proudly.
You're wearing the belt?
Oh, that's right,
okay.
the belt.
Okay.
I got that belt on me. I'm wearing it proudly, and I'm just like spit shining it.
Nice.
Brittany walks over to look at the belt.
Okay.
What
you
does
like
it
it?
look like? No, I hate it. It's disgusting. It's
So,
like it's
you're-
made of tacky material, and
Is it not iridescent enough for you? Is that what it is?
there's not. Listen, it hasn't been bedazzled enough for me.
So
It
as
doesn't
she's saying
sparkle.
as she's saying this and you're spit shining it like right behind her, it is so sparkly. I mean, it is the sparkliest thing. It's like they took the rarest gems that they could find from inside the ruins of the crag. It's made of silver and gold inlays. Like, it is one of the most elaborate belts you've ever seen.
Brittany's jealous.
And
I'm
Brittany is
so
like
jealous.
dogging on it.
Brittany's jealous. You know, you can.
I'm gonna listen. Rhaegar taught me how to steal, so I'm gonna steal it later.
You know, you
Later
could
on, you're
just.
just wearing it.
You could just steal your own. Just go out there and win one.
Steal my own. What does that even mean?
Just go out there and win one.
Yeah, you got to win one
I'm
for
not
yourself
going
in
out.
the Ramble-Scramble, Brittany.
No, that is.
The
I'm
Ramble-Scramble.
fine back here.
No.
What did you
Watch it
think you were
happen.
going to be doing in Cragselmania? We've been talking about this for like a week. You knew you
I
were going
know.
to have to wrestle. Were you not going out there to win?
No. I always win, but
Okay,
only
then,
when
so,
I have
so
to.
you're going to get a belt, and it's going to be better than Christina's belt because it'll be the Ramble-Scramble belt.
I don't know. I haven't seen the Ramble-Scramble belt, so I don't know what it looks like.
Ooh, I
Well,
bet,
in order of importance, I think it's more important than the belt that she won.
I bet it
Fine,
looks
fine.
like scrambled eggs. I bet it looks like that.
Does not look like scrambled
That-
eggs.
It looks like a
Sounds
skip
awful.
scramble.
Looks more like a skip scramble.
It's a giant.
There's a lot
just
going
giant. Yeah.
So should we talk about how we're gonna approach the Ramble-Scramble, y'all? Like, apparently
Well,
it's
isn't it just a free for all?
it's just like a free for all, but we could like work together. Is what they
Oh.
said.
Yeah, I think, I mean, in the end, only one person can be left standing, but we can ensure that we work together until we're the last 4, and then I guess figure out amongst ourselves who will win it all.
Me.
Okay, all
And
right.
she wants the belt. Yeah.
Okay.
But do we still want to work on that redemption arc of ours, or are we just going to be the heels throughout this process as well?
No, I mean, the redemption arc for sure. Weren't we talking about you? Like something happened?
Yeah, we were talking about. If it is going to be Brittany, I just want to know what her redemption arc is going to be.
What's redemption?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. See, this might be difficult.
Oh boy, starting at a conceptual level.
I don't have time to teach you what redemption is, so maybe we should just have Atlas win.
Is that like revenge?
I mean,
Isn't it like it's
I've got
basically
revenge
worse than
down.
revenge.
it's
If
sort
we
of
can
like,
do revenge.
I guess, revenge, but for the feelings that the audience felt, sort of, but not really.
It's like revenge on revenge, if that makes sense. It's like when something bad happens, but then something good happens.
It's kind revenge.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen, I don't know if I can
I don't know
do
who said that.
That was a voice in your head.
Someone sent message from the audience.
Yes, indeed.
I don't know if I can do that, but
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me what to say, and I'll say it.
God, this can be hard.
Okay.
I kind of feel so. Atlas, we were talking about you. What, losing wings or something? Wasn't that what we were gonna say? Get your wings
So-
cut off. Can't fly anymore. But then the redemption maybe is that you the wings were in you all along.
That's sort of what we had talked
that's
about
the
before.
truth.
But I'm thinking if we want to work it into the four of us, if there's multiple of us left in the final, and it's only us remaining, maybe if I still have my fake wings at that point, one of you guys can turn on me and rip my own wings off. Do we want to go that way, where our own team turns against each other? I see
Okay,
Brittany
Brittany knows
seems
how to do
really
that.
excited about this idea.
I see her hand raised. Do you have a question or are you volunteering?
No, I'm volunteering.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm thinking it's like at the end, it's like us, and I'm like excited.
The Queen of Fairhaven, and then we say like, look, turns out we were all under the influence of Brittany and her evil bard mind control, and really we want to. We've come not to tear down, but to build up all these monster people.
I mean, there's a lot of layers.
Who's
there.
turning on who? Who's turning on who? And who? So you guys are going to attack. I'm just trying to get it for myself. You guys
Fair.
are going to attack Ash at the end
Yeah.
because Ash is
Just Brittany.
Brittany's going to attack.
Brittany will
Okay.
attack Ash,
Well-
and then I don't know
Only-
how Christina feels about this because it's her sister, but then we come to Ash's defense.
Yeah,
and
but so
then-
here's my
I mean,
thing.
like, we haven't
Can't
played
there
that
only
card out
be
there.
Only one of us
person?
can win. So
Yeah.
like again, I'm not saying it has to be me. If one of you would rather win, then that's fine. But like essentially, like I feel like if we want it to be my wing story, I feel like the three of you, like, or Brittany, just Brittany alone, rips off my wings. But like the two remaining of you are still like for that. You're like, yeah, get him.
I don't care how it happens as long as we win.
Well, I mean, we're gonna win. I mean, that's a foregone conclusion. But we need to get everybody on our side. We need the turn that we've been talking. And I like it, Ash, or I mean, Atlas.
Yeah.
We can all, maybe you and Brittany are the last ones standing.
Yeah, if we have
That's
that, if it's me and Brittany in the end, then the turn can be, I'm like, yay, Brittany, we won, and Brittany's like, no, I won, and she rips off my wings, and then I grow new wings. That's
You mean
what
you use your real wings? Is that what you're saying?
maybe if I can do it. I haven't done it in a while.
I'm sure
should
you
probably
can do
practice
it, baby
that.
bird.
That's great. I love it.
Anyway, how do people feel about that? Thumbs up?
Sure.
I think it's fair.
Okay.
I think it's fine as long as we win.
Okay. We'll figure it out. It'll be a ramble scramble.
Christina has tasted victory, and now
Yeah,
the only thing.
beyond the belt, Christina's also won quite a lot of money
Yeah.
from her own round.
Yeah,
so
that's
she's-
true.
She's
I forgot.
Yeah,
Wait,
I-
didn't you
I-
bet on yourself?
I
Mhm.
did. I bet that our team would win.
That's so smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all are over here talking about all this stuff. Tall Grayman comes over. I forgot the voice that I gave him, so we're gonna talk like this. Hey, so all right, great job, guys. Yeah, it was wonderful. I loved it. Saw everything. That's what we want to see out there. What a show. New champs, you're gonna be sticking around for a while, I guess, right? You're gonna be here for a bit, be a part of the show. It's gonna be great. So for the Ramble-Scramble, the way it works, people go out like one at a time. The ring slowly starts to fill up until everybody's in there, or they're getting eliminated or whatever. So we got to draw lots. So what we're gonna have you do is roll some dice, y'all.
Okay.
So let's everybody roll 2d6s.
2d6s.
2d6s,
Okay,
or
I
a
gotta go.
d12.
2d6.
Or a d12?
Yeah, I mean the difference there is there's no
You know what?
one.
I never get
11.
to roll a d12, so
Okay.
I rolled a 1 and a 4, so 5.
an 8.
11.
I rolled
Okay,
2 5s, so a 10.
I used a d12.
Wow, look at you two rolling. high.
Nice. All right, so sorry. So then, Rhaegar was when? 5?
8.
8. Okay, and then Christina
5.
5. You were 5. Okay, cool. Okay, so that helps me a little bit, and now I just need to fill this out with names. So, all right. Well, we'll get this started in a little bit. Looks like Christina, you're going to be the first one going out of the of y'all, but there's going to
Okay.
be a few going out before you. So you'll hear the buzzer, you'll hear your name. You're going to go out there. You're going to run out, and the match is going. All right. As soon as you're in the ring, if you get thrown out of the ring, you're out. Same goes for your opponents. Do that to them. Okay. So y'all just give me a second. The Ramble-Scramble begins. Y'all are on, in the back. You're able to kind of look from behind the curtain from what is referred to as gorilla position. That's just what they call it when you're right there. That's a real term. Gorilla
Don't
position.
talk to me as if I don't know gorilla position.
Come on, I think we're all familiar.
You're all familiar with Gorilla Monsoon. So that was a wrestler. So you're at gorilla position. You're looking out into. You're watching from backstage, and the match begins. So all of the lights dim, and the lights, of course, there's tons of illusion magic being cast throughout this whole show. It's to those of you who are spellcasters, it's a little obvious, but it comes off as pretty good. Special effects type stuff, right? So lights go down, fire everywhere, explosions, the Ramble-Scramble, and you hear these drums. And as the drums are going, it's just a beat of just like, doo, doo. You hear the audience counting along, 10, 9, 8. So as soon as they reach 1, you hear a loud bang on a gong. And then a wrestler comes running out to the ring. And this wrestler, I wrote down a bunch of pun names. You guys are going to hate me.
I love it.
Okay. So the first one coming out, you actually will recognize the first one coming out is Blip from the Young Fry, part of the Bleep Bloop Club. All right. You saw them last time. Yeah, they're the fish people, right? And when Blip comes out, he's got all the rest of the Bleep Bloop Club with him, right? So they're playing the theme song on the drums and on all the instruments, and theirs is kind of cool and creepy. It's blah 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 blah, right? And they're all walking out they're all super cool. These little fish dudes. They throw up their hand signals, which is some kind of a bee with their webbed hands, and then the rest of them all leave as Blip runs down to the ring. Again, 10, 9, 8. You hear them. They're getting excited. And who is it? Boom! Glass shatter sound. It's Cold Stone Stave Roxon.
Oh
And
my
so
god.
Cold Stone comes out, waggling his head back and forth. He is a half stone giant, so he is a big, rocky-looking dude, and he's coming down to the ring. He has a little tiny barrel that he holds in his hand filled with beer, and he cracks it open and pours it all over his face. He reaches his hand out towards the audience. Another one gets launched into the ring, and that one just lands on Blip. And it's pretty significant.
I didn't know Whoop-Ass was served in this ring.
Yeah.
Indeed. So Cold Stone picks that barrel up, downs it, picks Blip up, throws him out of the ring, and we start hearing it again. 10, 9, 8. And this time, Blop comes out. It's Blip's teammate. And he's standing outside the ring, and he is not getting in. He does not want to get in that ring. And
Can
people...
you do that?
You can, you can take as much time as you want until somebody comes and pushes you in, or the next person comes from behind. But he's running around. He's doing everything he can to avoid it. Cold Stone, just watching from the ring, just like, come on in. Get on in the ring. Does the thing, puts his leg up on the rope, pulls it up, like, come on in. I'll let you in.
Is that his voice?
Yep, that's his
That's-
voice.
that's his
What's that
voice.
accent? Where is he from?
Zalargo.
It sounds east.
It's
Somewhere
Zalargan.
back east.
Yeah.
East of Largo.
It's southeast, yeah. So anyway. So they're basically they're chasing each other around the ring. Or well, Cold Stone is chasing Blop just by basically like as he gets to a corner to try and like get him to come in, Blop will walk around to the other side, right? And he's like, no, I don't want to come in. And every now and then he looks like he's gonna come in, and then he doesn't. And then 10, 9, 8, the next person's coming into the ring. And this time, it is... Woo! Quick Stare! This guy, he comes out. He is shining, my friends.
Diamond.
He's got the oil.
Indeed.
He's got the oil on him.
Yeah, he's got the oil, but he's also got like a beautiful, like feathered coat that he's wearing. It's got the diamonds all over that, and it's just shining. And he's just doing his woo as he comes down to the ring because he's actually a bird person, like an Arakoa, and so that's kind of like the only noise he really makes is like that kind of high-pitched cooing noise. But every time he does it, the audience woo. So it's a whole lot of fun.
That's too much.
So, yeah, I know, right? I'm overbooking this. So Quick Stare comes out of the ring. Quick Stare looks at Blop. Blop looks at him. Blop looks at Cold Stone. Blop runs into the ring and then jumps out of the ring and runs backstage.
What?
Blop just nopes out.
Just
Blop
noped out. So now it's Quick.
How's Blip dealing with this?
Well, Blip was launched out pretty much earlier, so he's kind of being dragged back by Blop. It's basically the two of them.
Oh, wow.
Going along. So, in the ring, who do we got? We got Quick Stare, we got Cold Stone. They're staring each other down. They're doing kind of a taunt off. And like right as they're about to lock up, 10, 9, 8, and it's Christina.
Hit me.
It you. What
me.
you do.
Well,
I scream, "What up, bitches!" and I fly into the ring.
You fly. Okay. So you fly on in.
Yep.
So as you land, Quick Stare and Cold Stone, they both look at you, and then they kind of look at each other and have like a knowing look, like, and now they're both coming at you. So Quick Stare jumps up into the air to go do like a clothesline from above, whereas Cold Stone is charging you from below. What you gonna do?
I want to cast Thunderwave.
All right, real quick, Anna, you raise your hand.
Yeah, I would also like to cast Message
like
into
okay.
one of the ears of... Which one's jumping off the thing?
Quick Stare.
Quick Stare. This is, if you touch my sister, I will fucking murder you. In like the most serious voice ever.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. So, Jazzy, say again. How are you gonna deal with this?
I want to cast Thunderwave.
You're gonna cast Thunderwave. So how's that gonna manifest? What's that gonna look like in terms
So-
of like? Yeah.
As I'm like flying in, I imagine like they're about to come at me, and so I try to make it look more spectacular. So the air around me starts to crackle and pop.
Okay.
And a thunderous force sweeps out from me. So every creature within a 15-foot cube originating from me has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna say this. We're gonna say that the thunder wave that manifests itself as some kind of like spin kick or something, some kind of thing where you're doing like a sweeping action.
Yeah, so it's like it's crackling. You could see like the air sort of like
Thunder-
popping.
yeah, all going around
And I want to do like maybe like a wing flap, like whoosh, like you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you're doing a punch, and it's like you wound up with the wing, and you're getting that extra thunk. All
Yeah.
right, cool. So roll.
So
Let's roll some kind of, because that's a spell.
it's a spell,
right? So let's just roll like a dexterity.
Okay. What is my dexterity?
Or an acrobatics if you have a higher acrobatics, but like
I do.
just
Ooh.
okay, yeah, just in terms of the ability
That's
to not
7.
get hit.
Okay, that is 11 plus 7. That's 18.
Okay, let me just do this real quick. Okay, so
So everybody has to take a Constitution saving throw.
they need a saving. Okay, and
My spell
what's the difficulty?
DC is 15.
Okay,
So on a failed save, a creature takes a 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
okay,
On successful, the creature takes half the damage and isn't pushed.
okay, cool. So
And it also makes a thunderous boom.
yeah. So yeah, you come flying over those ropes. You do that hit, and Quick Stare had like right as he was about to hit you, you could see like a little tinge of doubt in his mind, and that roll a perception real quick.
It's +3 perception? Oh, 2. No, I didn't see it. I was
Okay.
too busy looking
Yeah,
cool.
you were paying attention to what's going on. You couldn't tell. Sometimes you can pick up when there's some meddling going on. So yeah, the wing connects with Quick Stare, and he was in midair already, and you were kind of getting him a little off guard because of Enna's interference, and so he goes just barreling over, and he's flying, while he was doing this because he was jumping up, but then when you hit him, he just goes launching, and he hits right on the top of that rope on the opposite side of the ring, and then crashes to the ground. Quick Stare is out. Coldstone, however, just kind of endures and doesn't really get pushed too far, and just kind of like is there. But he definitely got hit. Well, that wasn't bad, but now you made me mad. And so Coldstone now goes to try and kick you in the gut. That's what he's
Okay.
going for.
I imagine I'm not very dexterous after doing that, so
No,
I'm gonna-
you got back. You were in a good position after that. You were both kind of squared up because he was a little out too. So you're even.
okay. I guess, yeah, I guess I'll try to do a dex.
Okay.
Try to get out of his way.
Just try to
Plus
like
the
roll away.
dex.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to try to get away from him, from his kick. So I rolled a 15 plus 3 is 18.
Okay, yeah, you definitely did. So he ran up to try and kick you, but I mean, he's slow. He's this big stone guy, whereas you're coming in with all this momentum and movement. And so you were able to just kind of quickly get out of the way. And now, is there a counter or something that you'd like to do?
He's big and slow, yeah?
Mhm.
Can I use my dexterity to try to push him over? Like, use the momentum that he's using
Okay.
to kick to, like,
Sure.
sort of, like, if I was able to dodge, can I dodge around him and sort of try to, like, kick him in his back to push him over?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So what would you say, like, a strength or a dex?
I mean, that's going to be dex if what you're trying to do is to kind of like trip him up, make him fall over.
All right. Oh, no, that's a 2 plus 3, so that's 5.
Okay. So yeah, you got your spin move going, and you go to try and twist him up to make him fall over, and it's just not doing anything. He just kind of like
Okay.
looks down at you like, and then 10, 9, 8. You two are still fighting. Another person's coming out. Or I guess gong, and it is Yeah, Sandy
no.
Ravage.
Sandy Ravage?
That was going. Yeah, Sandy here. Yeah. He's a werewolf. He's a werewolf. But he's wearing like
Obviously.
glasses. He's got a big bright hat. You know, he's got a lot of like energy going. But he's coming out of the ring and he's got something to see. So he's just running on down, pops into that ring. He just kind of like ignores you entirely, and he's up in Coldstone's face. And you can't fully
rivalry.
understand what he's saying, but you can just kind of right, like you're just like he's saying something angry.
Something.
They both seem very occupied by this, so you can just totally like slip out of any form of danger right now if you so choose, because they're kind of locked in this battle of, we'll call it wits. It's a strong word. All right. Do you want to try and do anything? They're both distracted.
Oh, I should save this for later. No, I'll just wait.
Okay, so you're sitting back and waiting, and they're kind of in like a shoving match, right? And the first one's Coldstone kind of like pushes Sandy, and Sandy kind of like gets a little bit pushed back, and then goes up and kind of pushes against Coldstone, and Coldstone doesn't really move very much. And same back and forth, pushes him harder. Sandy gets bounced off of the ropes, but when he comes back off of those ropes, boom, he launches that into a huge lariat and knocks Coldstone down on his butt. So now Coldstone seems to be a little laid out and unable to kind of get back up. So Sandy, looks you. Ooh, newbie here. I think you're so cool. You should step out of the ring before I have to take you down myself. You see.
What?
I said I'm gonna take you. You took me like that. I'm gonna come for you. I'm gonna get you. And then
What?
I said I'm gonna get you. And then he runs.
Wait, that's your real voice?
Don't nobody. So yeah, he charges at you. So now you've got this werewolf running at you full speed. What you gonna do?
I want to cast Polymorph.
Okay. That's awesome.
I want to cast Polymorph while tapping him on this. I want to, while he's charging me, I want to jump and sort of slap him on the back and cast Polymorph and change him into a creature.
So you're definitely gonna need to dodge that one. That's gonna be some finesse. Yeah, it's a bippity boppity boo of a different color.
So dexterity plus 3. Ooh, 15 plus 3 is 18.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you're readied up your move. You're ready to slap him as he comes by. You're ready to dodge out of the way, and as you do, boom! He chomps onto your wing. He gets it, and he flails and just throws you. And now you are launching over towards the other side of the ring. You're on a trajectory to get out of there, but maybe you can right yourself with your wings or something.
Okay, quick question. He's a werewolf. He bit me on my real wing. What are the long-term effects of this?
I don't.
Shit.
You might want to ask Ravo that later.
Okay.
But
Jasmine's werewolf bird. Jasmine's werewolf bird now.
At the same time, what I will say is that a lot of the way that the magic works in this Cragselmania is different. That being said, you did just get bit by a werewolf. I rolled a 20.
That's fine.
No, you're gonna be a werewolf.
We'll see. We'll talk about that later. I'm glad you brought it up.
I'm actually what's going to happen to me?
These are the things you don't plan on.
Legit, Christina is a little freaked out,
Panicking?
but also
Okay.
hurt because my wing has been bitten.
Yeah.
And
you know what? Yeah. Roll a Constitution real quick.
Okay, what's my Constitution? It's bad. It's a +1. Okay, that's something. Oh, okay. That is a 6 + 1, 7.
Okay. Yeah, so you yeah, it hurts. You essentially, so here's what we're gonna say. You were so concerned with what just happened that you kind of couldn't really correct yourself as you were flying through the air. And so, yeah, you hit the other side of the ring, and you are out. You have fallen and hit the ground because that bite it traumatized you. Just enough to where you couldn't catch yourself while flying. So
I immediately
Sandy-
scoop up, I'm grabbing my wing and I'm rushing backstage.
Rushing backstage. Okay.
From the backstage, I'm like, ooh, that looked like a real hit. They're selling this pretty well here.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read this. I want to read this real quick about catching lycanthropy because now I'm super interested.
I mean, it sounds really cool. I imagine Christina's probably freaking out, but the idea of it sounds amazing.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Oh, this is so good. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you. This is a little tangent, everybody out there, because we're playing Eberron. Eberron has 11 moons, and or maybe it's 13. So what that means is that every moon has its own impacts on lycanthropy. So there's it's like a rainbow of the kinds of effects that can happen. You can catch it if you're bit on a full moon. There's a lot of moons.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
So there's at least one full moon.
There might be one full moon.
12.
Yeah,
There's 12.
What happens if you catch it on a triple full moon though, Price? Okay, you know. What I'm saying?
Triple werewolf.
Triple wolf.
What does that even mean?
I become the Cerebus of werewolves.
Oh my god.
Just got all these heads. Okay, so anyway, we will deal with that on another time though, because I did not prepare for that. So yeah, you grab your ring, you run back. Do any of y'all kind of check on Christina or anything while she's there?
I do.
Okay. What's going on?
Christina's in the
okay?
back. She's crying. She's just freaking out.
Brittany
Like,
puts
she's-
her arm around her.
She's holding her wing, and it's you could see that there's bite marks in it, and she's just
Who did this to you?
that asshole out there,
Which one? There's 7 of them.
the one with the teeth, and she's just she can't control it. She's just sitting there crying. She's just
Brittany takes Christina's little cheeks in her hands and gives her a very protective smooch on the forehead, and then she runs into the ring.
Oh yeah, you're going out early?
I get
Oh, wow.
right before you do that though, Brittany. One of the quick things I wanted to do is just quickly, almost non-caringly, walk by because I see that Christina was only bitten on the wing. So I give Brittany a little pat on the back, being "Good job with the fake wings, Brittany," and I just walk away.
Thank you, theatrics.
Gosh. So while you're back there being consoled before Brittany runs out, or as Brittany's running out, a couple of frog people run over, and they're the EMT team. You can see
Okay.
that they come over. They've got a little bag and everything like that. And one of them pulls out a little poultice. It's
Okay, you're gonna apply this to the wound real fast, and then I'm gonna give you these. You're gonna wrap that around. You're gonna put the ice on there for 3 to 5 days.
they're giving you all this stuff to do.
I'm
And-
trying to understand while also fighting back tears. I'm
Oh, poor Brittany. Or poor Christina. My goodness. Brittany, on the other hand, running out in a rage early. There was no 10. So you come out, and right now it's Sandy and Cold Stone, and they're in each other's faces again, kind of pushing each other around and everything. But it's all posturing. They clearly neither of them is going to do anything. And so you come running out, and everybody in the audience is oh, wow, what's going on? Oh my gosh. So what are you doing?
So I said I would come running out, but I'm actually flying out. And I hover over above. Sandy is the werewolf, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. And I like fly behind Sandy and do like one of these moves, you know, a chokehold.
Oh, okay.
And while
okay.
I'm doing a chokehold, I cast. Where is it? Hold. Bestow curse.
Ooh, goodness. And what's that gonna do?
Well, it's a huge long spell. Hold on. Let me pull it up.
My goodness.
So, I touch a creature, and that creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become cursed for the duration of the spell, which is 1 minute. When you cast the spell, choose the nature of the curse of the following options. Oh, I get to choose. Well, the target is cursed. My attacks and spells deals an extra D8 necrotic damage to the target.
Whoa.
Okay. So, so you come in, and you fly in, and they're so preoccupied with what's going on. You go up behind Sandy, you grab him into that chokehold. You're pulling up on it, and then how do you curse him? What do you do? What's the action?
Don't you dare ever hurt my sister again.
So you do that, and you're doing like it's like a Scarlet Witch kind of deal. You know, you're like kind of messing with the head, and like you can see Sandy's eyes change color, and it's like they were red, and now they have like a green like film almost that kind of went over them, and now you can tell he's scared. Like he's kind of like, what's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on? And he's freaking out. And so while you're choking him, he's like thrashing around a bunch. So make a strength roll real quick.
Oh, good.
You bestowed the curse.
Okay.
And now you're trying to restrain a frightened werewolf with your physical form.
How does an 8 sound? No, I lied. It's a -1. A 6.
Oh, wow. Nice. So yeah, he's like flailing. Oh, yeah. And when he does one of those, you get like flipped over onto the ground, and now like standing over you is like both of them, and they're kind of once again like looking at each other, and then out of nowhere, Sandy just like slaps Cold Stone across the face, and Cold Stone looks at him, and he's got this like look on his face of just like, you just made the biggest mistake of your life. Like that kind of a face. And he does the same. He slaps him right across the face. And when he slaps Sandy, Sandy goes like spiraling into the corner. He's not knocked out of the ring, but he is just like kind of a little out of it. And frankly, the curse has now made him kind of a little scared here and there of like anything that touches him.
Good.
So, what would you like to do now?
Well, if he's gone, then Brittany just sort of relaxes on the ropes. Like, okay, now what? She pulls out like her flask and like starts drinking.
Okay.
He's like, well, that guy's gone, I guess. All right, well, what do you do? Stone cold.
Cold Stone?
Cold Stone?
What do you mean? What do I do? I whoop ass. That's my job.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Isn't that your job too? This is like am I on a different show?
That's a bad impression. Okay. So let's go ahead. I want to kind of like we'll pick up the pace on this a little bit because I don't want this to last like take longer than a single episode to get through the Ramble Scramble. So, Brittany, you basically while Sandy is kind of loopy and Cold Stone is confused by your questions, another wrestler comes in. This time it's Finn Haber, another member of the Bleep Bloop Club.
God.
And you, you like it? And you kind of just stay out of the way while Cold Stone and Finn Haber are kind of fighting back at each other. Finn, another one of the fish people, but he's a little bit taller, a little bit like more athletic, it seems. So he's kind of able to hold his own with Cold Stone, whereas the other two were just yeeted. And then, after a short amount of time, 10, 9, 8, it's Rhaegar's time.
Oh.
Rhaegar, what's the plan, Stan?
Do I have entry music?
Everybody gets entry music, yeah. You could have consulted on it if you wanted to. Do you have like a preference for what it was going to sound like?
I mean, no, because I'm just curious. Like, I imagine I was like, yeah, let's play whatever. And so I'm curious what's playing as I enter the ring.
So it is like a sort of Imperial March sounding kind of deal.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, you came in with the group of people from Fairhaven, so your default music is like, you know, fanfare and, you know...
Okay, so here's what I'm imagining, right? Puff of smoke, all right?
Okay.
From where I should be coming from, and everybody's head turns to look, but I'm not there. I'm sneaking around the backside because I'm sneaky.
Okay.
And then before they know it, I'm at the ring and I pop up, bah! And everybody's head turns. Oh, there he is.
Whoa.
Brittany's scream.
Nice. I like
I
that.
snuck in. I popped up right next to Brittany. Hoo, boom. How you doing?
Oh my
Brittany's
God,
night-
Rhaegar.
Brittany's nightmares.
Don't do that.
All right.
So then I do like a very acrobatic flip into the ring. All right.
Okay.
Like from the turnbuckle, flip in.
Okay. You want to roll
Show
like an
some
acrobatics
flair.
roll on that?
Yes, I do.
You can fly, Rhaegar. Don't forget that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have the same panache, you know,
I'm
for me to
just
come in with my
saying.
arms flapping, you know.
But can you fly yet?
Yeah,
He has a
I got the ring.
He has a
yeah.
I made the scroll, that's right.
I had a
happened?
+9 acrobatics, but that was a nat 20, baby.
Hey! Well, I mean,
Oh.
with your crit, is there anything that you think you do more with that?
So it's Cold Stone still in the ring, right? Who's still in there with him?
It's Coldstone, Sandy Ravage, and Brittany.
But Brittany, is she in the ring or is she in the side of the ring?
No, I'm
She's
in the ring. I'm
She's
just
kind of
lounging.
like, she posts herself up on like the...
Okay.
On
When
the
you
ring
said you were lounging, I wasn't sure if you were lounging in the ring or if you hadn't got in the ring yet. Well,
I'm imagining you were doing the thing... Oh gosh, I hit the wall. Some wrestlers do it where they go like onto the corner and they put their feet up and they're just like bad manners, just sitting there. I'm guessing that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I
Ultimate
like
bad
it.
manners.
So
Okay.
I do a flip in, but rather than land, I do like a flying kick into Coldstone's chest.
Okay. So yeah, Coldstone had kind of turned because of Brittany's confusing questions. The puff of smoke went off with your music, so he turned. And as that happened, you did your sneaky move. The audience gasps, but he didn't hear it because he was listening to something that Sandy Ravage was mumbling, like, and so he didn't hear it. So you leap into the air, and it's like perfect anime camera view from below. The sun is so bright that there's like you can barely see what's in the lens. A million spins, and then just kick right into the chest of Coldstone. And he wasn't ready, and you hit him, and he goes tumbling backwards. And when he hits the ropes, snap, snap, snap. The ropes all break under his weight, and he falls out of the ring, landing on his back.
So now that entire side of the ring, no ropes, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If these were real ropes, the whole thing. But we'll just say, yeah.
So now it's
that
just the
side.
three of us.
Yep.
Okay.
And Sandy is kind of
Sandy?
like still mumbling his way around. And then he sees what happened. The ropes snapping scared him so much. And then he looks over at you. He's like, what are you doing?
Why don't you just
go ahead.
leave?
Why would I do that? No, I don't want to do that. Maybe I do want to do that.
Because I will continue to curse you and destroy you if you don't just leave. And it's better for you to just go.
Do you want to roll a charisma, like an intimidate?
I
on
do.
that? Yeah.
Let me pull up my chars. That is an 18.
Okay. So yeah, you.
Oh wait, no, I didn't even add intimidation. Actually,
Okay.
that's I just added my charisma bonus. No, that is that is a 22.
Wow.
Okay,
Brittany
yeah.
is very intimidating.
So yeah, you bully Sandy Ravage out of the ring.
Oh, poor Sandy.
You intimidated him so much, you convinced him that it was safer outside of the ring than in the ring. So he does it in a way of like,
Yeah, okay, all right, gotta go over here. Okay.
and as soon as he steps out, it's almost as if a veil has been lifted on him, and he's no longer in this state of stupor, and he kind of like, what just happened? Snap out! Okay, he runs out. Then it's just Rhaegar and Brittany in the
Just
ring.
me. So then I looked to Brittany and like, I kind of shrugged like,
What do we do now? It's just
I
you and me.
I pass my flask to Rhaegar.
all right, and then I drink from ye flask.
Why are they booing Rhaegar?
Because we're the bad guys.
Shut up! You're all dumb and I hate you.
10, 9, 8, 7. Another puff of smoke from the front, but it's not smoke. It's steam going everywhere. High energy music. Everybody's getting pumped up because it's Becky Finch. She's like, whoa! A harpy with bright orange feathers all over the place flies in. Everyone is cheering. They are super excited because Becky Finch is here. She's one of their favorites. And she's not taken too kindly to y'all coming in here and ruining her ring. This is my ring, and what you've done is not acceptable. I'll mess you up. My name's not Becky Finch. Do you have
Okay.
anything to say?
Brittany just looks like beyond her. Like, okay.
Like,
So,
Sure.
yep, is that all right? So, Becky kind of like you not being that intimidated by her, and she launches herself into the sky super fast, like you didn't see nothing. She was there, she was gone. Both of y'all roll acrobatics rolls.
Ooh, yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about. I need excuses to roll acrobatics more often. It's like one of my highest stats.
I just got a natural 20, so that's 27.
Wow.
Listen, I've flown up very high before in the past. This bee thinks she knows a thing or two.
Did Rick
easy
Rick,
sauce?
Did you get a 1?
What'd you roll, Rhaegar?
First roll, then I was a
20.
crit 20, and
Yeah.
the second was a 1.
So, you both look up as she goes up into the sky. Brittany, experienced with flight and everything like that, you're calculating trajectories, in the back of your mind. Like, okay, she's going up there, she's going to cut back down here, the speed, she's going to move out, I'm going to move out of the way, blah, blah, blah. Rhaegar, more like, oh, that was weird. And now she comes down, and she's coming like super fast. Brittany, you just gotta sidestep out of the way gracefully. It's almost as if like you were just like, in another world, you'd be texting on your phone as you were walking out of the way of the line of danger.
I was actually
Meanwhile-
sending a message to Christina, just checking in on her.
Meanwhile, Rhaegar gets a foot to the face, which is a talon, and just slams you right down into the mat. So we're gonna roll some damage. Damage doesn't necessarily mean like damage. It's more like an accumulation of your exhaustion. Basically, the more you get, it's like a negative on your future rolls. So I'm just gonna have you roll roll a d6. And these are numbers that I'm gonna keep track of.
Okay. Can I still do things like uncanny dodge and whatnots?
Yeah. You can still do everything like you have. You're gonna take negatives on certain rolls.
Okay. So
based
I
on-
want to use my uncanny dodge, which is just going to have the damage that's coming in here, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So roll the d6.
Which, so I rolled a 5. You decided
Okay.
to roll up or roll down.
So
to
I
round
was
up or
gonna
down.
already gonna round it down.
Okay.
But we're gonna call the total a 2.
Okay.
So you have 2 exhaustion essentially.
Okay.
For those of y'all watching and listening at home, these are rules that I'm just making up for how we're gonna do this wrestling thing because it doesn't make sense to have you guys have like full hit point pools or we'll be here for like 10 years. So yeah, Becky slammed you into the ground and that kind of it shook you a bit. As soon as she does that, her talon, she tries to grip around your head and she's about ready to take off again. Brittany, are you going to do anything? You see this happening? And Rhaegar, you could also try to do a reaction as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to. Hold on. Let me look at. I have so many good spells to use. But which one? I'm going to cast. Hold on. I just want to make sure this is not a touch attack. I'm going to cast Hold Person on
Okay.
the harpy. So, humanoid, choose a humanoid that can see within range. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw, so they have to succeed a 16. Or be paralyzed for the duration.
Okay. So, what was the difficulty? 16? Okay. So it's a hold spell. So I'm assuming you're actually doing a hold. You're doing some kind of a submission move, right? You're like, grabbing her arms behind her back, or you're like twisting up her legs or something. Something that is going to keep her occupied and keep her, a submission move.
I grab her arm, the one that she has, like, grabbing Rhaegar's hair. I just grab her.
That's a leg. Because it's her foot.
leg.
It's her talons, right? So it's her talons.
Well, I grab her
do it bigger.
talon leg then.
All right. So
Like
let's say, you grab her leg like that, and you like twist it, and now you've got her like you're holding like her leg like this, like over your shoulder, and she's kind of like hanging down, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of you're wrenching on that leg, keeping her from being able to move, and saving Rhaegar, because I failed my roll. So Rhaegar.
Okay, so then Brittany has one of her legs.
Yes.
I imagine she has the other leg planted.
No, think of it more like, so she's got one leg up here, the other leg is kind of like hanging a little bit. So like, this is a leg.
Yes.
The other leg is like kind of down.
Right,
like,
but the other leg that's hanging is on the ground, right? Like she's
No, think of her like flipped, like she's now
so
she's upside
Brittany's
down.
sort of like holding her.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, okay.
Yep.
She's like a jacket over my shoulder.
There you go. That's what it is.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to. I mean, what can I do while she's holding her?
I mean, she's
You
paralyzed.
could tickle her.
You know what? I get up, okay, and then I grab the harpy's arms.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, we got ourselves
And then I
perhaps
sort
a
of-
team up move.
I lock eyes with Brittany, and I'm like, follow my lead, right? And we're
Okay.
gonna 1, 2, 3, toss her out of the ring. Okay.
Sack of potatoes.
Okay. All right. Roll. Well, what do you think for that? I'm gonna let you decide because there's some wisdom
So,
in there. There's some dexterity in there. There's some strength in there.
For that one, definitely not. It's not a strength check at all.
Not at
okay?
all. Of course
Like,
not. She's a
why would
harpy.
strength be involved there?
Hollow bones.
In any case, that is we're gonna say, oh geez, I say that's dexterity is what I say. Okay.
Okay. So what we're gonna because basically what that is, that helps me determine what I need to roll for her as the the opposing roll. Okay. So go ahead, roll that. So we're gonna say so for this it was about speed. You got in there as fast as you could. You saw the opportunity and you're like, we got to do this fast. So both of y'all roll a dex.
26.
Holy
Wow.
There's a
12.
reason I wanted to do
12.
dexterity.
12.
Okay. So essentially, here's what happens. Rhaegar, you see the opportunity as Brittany has grabbed Becky's leg and kind of has her, preoccupied. You roll out of the way, grab her arms real fast. You get up and you make that look to Brittany, and you get it going, and you're ready to go. But Brittany kind of you had trouble kind of twisting around to get into the right position to necessarily make it happen perfectly. So Rhaegar, you throw your side of Becky just a little before Brittany does. And so what that ends up doing is instead of her going flying straight off of the side, she kind of does like a spinny, spirally thing. And, right before she might fall out of the ring, she kind of flaps her wings and is able to kind of right herself and just kind of slam into one of the corners. But she is on the side closer to where the ring ropes are missing on one of her sides. So she's on one of those, more precarious parts of the ring now. Not quite out. So just to let people know how the rules went there, Rhaegar succeeded, Brittany failed, but they're doing a move together that kind of, that's how it worked. Okay, so you do that, it's like, man, come on. And then you hear 10, 9, 8. And it's Atlas.
Yeah.